Bright, good morning, welcome back. All right, so what happened? What happened? Well, as you can see, I didn't really cover the United States presidential election much. There's a reason why I didn't have answers. All right, what answers? But anyway, today's Wednesday. We woke up today, and then we have a new president elect, and that will be the former president Donald J. Trump. Excuse me. All right, that will be our new president. All right, so he will be sworn in probably in January, and this is not the time for me to remind us of who Donald J. Trump is. It's just what it is. That's who America wants. And I say the same thing about Nigerian politics all the time. That's who they want. It is what it is. That's who we are. That's not what I wanted, but even what I wanted, to be frank with you, wasn't too clear. All right. But this election has reminded me of a couple of things, and I wanted to bring that up here as some insights from me personally to you as a gift for you to really ponder on and just think about. The reality. Okay, see, when you're confused with your reality, it's time to learn something new. Okay, so I'm speaking to those who wanted Kamala. I didn't know if I wanted Kamala, but I knew that I wanted Kamala as against Donald Trump. You know why? Because of the character of the person of Donald Trump. But I was also very clear that this election wasn't really about the persons. Because first of all, I think the American people they didn't really trust Kamala, because it's almost like she came out of nowhere, and they were already kind of confused with Joe Biden, and then so they now have, you have a lot of people repeat their rhetorics over and over that is too. They have to pick the better of the two devils, something like that. All right. So, but what happened though? Right now, you best believe that Democrats, the Blue Party, are more likely than they're probably just going to blame Joe Biden for taking too long to decide that he wasn't a fit to beat Donald J. Trump. That's what you should probably look out for. So they're gonna blame him for that. But in the overall grand scheme of things, I really just think, good morning to you. Good morning. Fresh, beautiful Wednesday. I think and I thought yesterday that whatever happens today, America is still going to be, the nation that it is, well respected, number one nation, most respected, not necessarily most liked, most respected nation on planet Earth since the beginning of mankind. So the same thing is going to continue. A lot of people were concerned about the project 2025. I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. The same system that shut down Donald Trump from having a consecutive two terms will probably shut down anything that looks crazy. So I'm not really concerned personally about that. But I also knew that whatever it turns out to be, America is going to be greater than those two persons or those two candidates. So in terms of candidacy, today we know for a fact that, in fact, Donald J. Trump was a better candidacy across the board. But not only do we know that, even within the Republican Party, we now know that they made the right decision too. Because honestly, I don't think they had a chance. Considering that there's an incumbent, I don't think they had a chance that anybody else was going to beat Joe Biden or a Kamala Harris. Okay, I think it was Donald J. Trump. But what is it about Trump that the people kind of like, you know what? We don't have a better choice. We don't really like him as a person, but we're going to vote anyway. What is it about him? Well, I'll tell you right now. People are tired of the English. Okay, speak English. Speak English. People don't understand 90% of what the hell you're talking about. The only thing they understand is that, does this leave more money in my pocket or not? Forget that. Am I better off today than I was 4 years ago? So I'll keep you in the office. Today has been an example of how that really spells out. But who is Donald J. Trump? Personally, I'm a big fan. Um, but I was even a bigger fan when he was running, when he was just being a businessman. Okay, when he was being, particularly with this character on the show on NBC's Apprenticeship, The Apprentice, right? I followed diligently. I would say one of the business schools that I went to, unofficial business schools that I went to, was just watching him talk and make decisions. From that, you could laugh at me if you want. From that virtual boardroom, I was in college, throughout my college years, coming out of college, I learned a lot just watching how that played out. You know, it was a big deal for me. So when I started to see this character a very nasty and in the political game, I found that fascinating too because I understand that this is real life. Politics is a caricature of real life. Things get dirty. You can think of relationships the same way too. If it gets dirty, it gets really, really dirty. You know, people that used to love each other, they start tackling each other really badly. You know. Hmm. Good morning to you. All right, but that's where we are today. You know, so I think this election and the whole campaign that led up to it has been a good. It's something to study. You know, it's something to study. Human beings, uh, get them off that pedestal. Okay? Human beings are not. Um, I know you guys keep thinking you have common sense and all this nonsense. At the end of the day, people only care about their feelings. People, not just women. Okay, people only care about their feelings, including all the men, all the weirdo men that claim to be more logical. All of them are speaking from their place of feelings. But I listened to a video yesterday. I will recommend. I will see if I can remember to link it. A video. I forgot the name of the guest now, but it was one of the most recent interviews by Stephen of the Diary of a CEO. I posted that into a backstage. I think everybody should watch that. It connected everything from dating to marriage to what the struggles are to politics to what we've seen reflected in politics to men not feeling heard, men not feeling seen, not men not being seen for the longest. And for the first time, we're having a balanced conversation. For the longest, it's been about women, 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 women. Okay. And that man actually did a very good balanced conversation with Stephen around we should continue to listen to women, but uh, obviously you can't just discard men because you see this kind of election and other activities of life will show up. There will be a lashback if you leave one side unattended and then you continue to cater to the other side. There will be lashback back and forth, and I think this United States policies is actually, for me personally, watching very closely from since Obama left office. You know, Obama was a very strong statement like, "Hey, we're ready to move into the future," but it's a massive lashback with a Trump winning against Hillary, right? And then another massive lashback with the system were not allowing a Trump through beyond, you know, because Trump was a complete surprise when he decided to run in 2016, and then when he won, it was a surprise. This one, we can't all claim to be surprised. If you've been watching me on with my uncle on Sharp Edge News TV, I've been like, you're not listening. I don't think if you watch that show, I keep saying he's not listening. You know, you're not listening. If you're listening, you have to listen to not just what people say, but their body language. Body language really, really says the general public were not really comfortable with the establishment on both sides, either Republican, Democrats. They needed a. What you just saw right now is a shakeup. It's basically there's a word I'm looking for. What you just saw is an example of anyway, they destabilized the whole thing. Like not an interruption, a disruption. That's what I crave for in Nigeria. A disruption, you know. That's what the VDMs of this world represent. On a normal day, you won't have a tout or anybody who is toutish in their character. You won't have them running affairs. But when the system is tired, when people are tired, they're tired of being tired, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then they're looking to yield to anything. What does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Meaning personal relationships, in a societal level relationship, you gotta pay attention to people's feelings. Stop trying to say feelings don't matter or feelings or facts don't care about feelings. Actually, facts follow feelings. It's not the other way around. Okay, that's the reality of things, and people will basically respond to how they feel around you. Okay, and oftentimes, if you're not paying attention, they won't tell you with words. You just have to know how to read body language, read the room, and that's what, for me, that's what Donald J. Trump being reelected, being the 47th president-elect of the United States, that's what it represents for me. We need to pay a little bit more attention. For me personally, there's a second lesson for me personally. You can take it and run with it if you want. I need to be bolder. Okay, bold moves, very bold moves, almost damn near borderline reckless, but still calculated, but bold, as in like beyond my comfort zone. We all need to do that. We need to be radical in certain respects, not being disrespectful, not losing the value of who you are. That's not what I'm suggesting. Not losing your morals and values. I'm not suggesting that, but still being bold. And I think Americans have made a bold move today, and we shall see. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I am a coach. I'm a marriage coach, relationship coach with the support of my wife. So, my wife of 17 years. If you want to book a spot on my calendar for free consultation, there's a link in the description. And there's also a link to download our two books. We've authored two books together on relationships. There's a link for that in the description. I'll see you on this next segment.